Think about the best looking movie you've ever seen. My answer is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I remember being in grade 8 or something and being absolutely blown away by the animation on the big screen. The fun of each frame being a literal painting. After watching the movie, I got super interested in the behind the scenes work of the animation and got specifically enthralled in the preciseness of the storyboards. Storyboarding is pretty much the first step of the visualization of a scene. It's the placement of the people, props, actions, and movements, even the beats of dialogue and music. It's the preparation, the base, the boneworks of the scene. As Oscar-winning director Bong Joon-ho states in his book, Parasite, a graphic novel and storyboards, the storyboards show in great detail how shots will be constructed. They can be shot exactly as drawn and serve as valuable blueprints for the crew members. Though, as the mind of a 14-year-old? Okay, sure. As the mind of a 14-year-old will do, my extremely chronically online mind had already seen a bizarre subsection, or more like evolution of storyboards, which were animatics. Now, don't get me wrong, animatics are a real thing, not a weird internet thing. Not to sound like a phony this end, but according to the Oxford Dictionary, an animatic is a, quote, a preliminary version of a movie produced by shooting successive sections of a storyboard and adding a soundtrack. AKA, slapping each frame of drawings into Windows Movie Maker and adding sound in. Now, this is done a lot in the film industry, especially in animation. An infamous animatic being the It's Over, Isn't It? From Steven Universe by Katie Mitroff. Infamous for having to change the character's face and emotions due to the voice actress singing much more strongly and impactfully than anyone expected. However, the way I found animatics were on YouTube through musical and character animatics. I became mildly obsessed over, and you know what, still cherish to this day these animatics. For most kids listening and enjoying these musicals, these podcasts, these whatever, they are audio media, not visual, and are sorta hard to follow along. Then came in the saving grace, animatics. At the time writing this now, looking up Dear Evan Hansen on YouTube, animatic will be the number 8 suggestion. And looking up Dear Evan Hansen animatic will pop up with a YouTuber named Zin. Zin has 718,000 subscribers and over 200 million views. She wasn't the first to do these animatics, but was definitely a big name. And the one that seemingly pioneered the animatic space, having over 19 million views in their most popular animatic, which is a lot. These animatics seemingly took the music with a lack of story really, and made character designs, set designs, and made the musical a literal movie. They did this all with the shorter frame rates and less detailed views of everything, having their most popular video average out to just under 1 frame per second. Now, I have dabbled in art. So my apparently fundamental love of animation, I did try to make my own animatic. Big emphasis on try. About 2 years ago, I attempted my first animatic to the song Brave as a Noun by AJJ. I made it out of purely nothing, not even having a main character really. This animatic has not seen the light of day in years and is no more than 13 seconds long. And really just poorly made. Last year, for a French project, I animated a short film for Tant Mo, which had me adding proper editing to the animatic, which was sick, but overall really tiresome and boring to do. This year, I tried my hand at another animatic, this time being significantly better, even being a finalist in the competition, using the song Duet from the video game Omori. I like it, it's cool, but I want to reach that level of Zen magic here. So, with the help of my amazingly and extremely smart and cool and pretty and awesome and oh so smart and collaborator Abigail Holmquist, we made a couple stories and characters, and have taken one character, unofficially dubbed Cubone, yes, like the Pokemon, taken her out of the massive world building we made at 3 a.m, and have done what other animatic animators have done before me. Taken a song that kind of fits their vibe and story and made an animatic. It's made at Club Studio Paint X and edited on Filmora Pro. It's rough and messy and only uses 2 colors for effect and 2 frames per second, using the song Any Day Now by Angie Mio from the podcast, the Penumbra podcast. And here it is, my Capstone project, Stars Can See You, the animatic. Fucking Christ.